Okay. Fourth
So
is,
are you recording it? It's showing
yes,
the record.
yes.
Okay.
I just need to put a video on YouTube though.
All right.
That's why. Third, I will not record this one because your face is not visible. No, it's okay. Your face is not visible. That's a good thing. Okay. Electronegativity of surrounding. Actually, the SuperPro platform, okay, it has
Yeah.
asked me to send a video how I am teaching.
Sir, little did I
Look,
know you have your own YouTube channel. So today itself I explored in the status. So if
okay.
you're so sophisticated, why do you act so tender? Like people are so savage. You are being the NIT's graduate. So like why you being so simple to people around?
Means,
You act so simple. Like you have no attitude and no like not no, like you act so simple. Nobody can predict from your face.
okay. Next time I'll not be simple in front of boss Ali.
No,
Hmm.
but then I already know that is that the person who teaches me chemistry. That's the kind of vibe I got. Like, do I literally call him sir? That's the kind of feeling I got.
You don't call me sir. I can never told me.
No,
I
no, no.
always
I
tell
don't
me sir.
mean that.
Aaron, it's okay. That's what I tell you. No, I tell all my students, don't call me. You think me as a sir. You think me just I like I'm your brother only. I'm just coming every just 2 weeks, 2 to 3 times to you. We're just chilling out. This is just enjoyable class, and we're just going away. That's you think like that only.
Okay.
And simple, yeah, we should be simple. See, for example, it's just like means uh, when you have means for example, if you have achieved something, okay. So
Hmm.
that achievement or that loss, anything we got, I have a very simple concept in my brain. For me, in this world, there is nothing called as right or wrong. Okay, everything is just cause and effect, and there is nothing called as good or bad. Okay, so yeah, means you can tell me, sir, how nothing can be good or bad. When we hear in news that some people are getting raped, that is a very bad thing in the society, isn't it?
Hmm.
You can counter me with that. Yeah, but things are that those are kind of sins. Okay, those are sin. Sin is different from bad. Sometimes we categorize, no, if you eat chocolate, you become very bad when you're small. But yeah, it's just like that. Okay, simplicity is just, I have to think about that. Okay. Your life actually makes you how you are today. Okay, let us see about electronegativity of surrounding atoms. Okay. So for example, if I have one atom X, okay, and I have four more atoms Y, E, Y. Okay. So now it is saying that the electronegativity of the surrounding atom is more. Okay. That means what? The electron pair will be more towards Y, isn't it?
Right.
Okay. Very good. That means here at this end, the electron cloud will be more like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it is a cloud, then it will be more towards the end. Now, if the clouds are more apart, that means what they will want? They will want to get further away.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why this bond angle alpha, it will increase. Is it now clear?
Right. It's cool.
And yeah, because you see, it is the same thing. Actually, you can't say that it will increase. It may also decrease. it may also decrease. How it will decrease, you see? For example, you have to just judge it here. Okay, here as I have taken all the y atoms, okay, that's why you are feeling that yeah, they must be equidistant from each other. But for example, if the atoms would be A, B, C, D, and electronegativity of A would be greater than B, greater than C, greater than D. For example, let us take another example. X, and I'm getting A, B, C, D. So A is more electronegative and D is less. So what will happen? Now between less electronegative atoms, if the electrons are less electronegative, for example, C and D, these are less electronegative, then with them the bond angle will be less.
Okay.
Okay. But if A and B, the angle is more, so it will be more widened upon. Okay. So you have to judge it like that. If the surrounding electronegative, the two nearer surrounding electronegatives are more, that means the electrons are closer to them. So you need to keep them more apart so that there will be less repulsion. Okay. What is our
Okay.
purpose? Our purpose is what? To maintain, sorry, it is to maintain less repulsion. Okay. So how we can maintain that? We have to think according to that. Okay.
Okay.
Then coming to the fifth part. Fifth part is size of surrounding atoms. Okay. So size of atom is also depending upon something. Bond length, isn't it? If
Right.
bond length is more,
Yeah,
size of
they were
atoms are more, bond length was
bond
more.
length is more, yeah, directly proportional.
Similarly, here also size of atom, if size of the surrounding atoms are bigger, okay, they will try to get far apart from each other, isn't it? Let us take two examples.
Right.
For example, let me write it. This is what size of surrounding atoms. Okay, first what we have is let us take on example X only. Then we have two sides. One, I'm taking a size of atom to be this much. Okay, these two. And in other case, let me take another example. In that, I will tell same again X, and the size of atom would be smaller. Okay. And let us take it as B, and here let us take it as A. Okay. Then what will happen? Size of surrounding atom, if it is more, can you see the difference? This bond angle, alpha and beta.
Yeah, comparatively big and less.
Alpha is greater than beta, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here you can say that if size of surrounding atom, size of surrounding atom is more, then bond angle is also more. Bond angle is more. Okay, what is a provided constant? Okay, assuming bond length same, we have to keep a factor constant. Okay,
Okay.
because we also know that if size of atom is more, bond length is more, isn't it? So if we consider that factor, then what will happen? See, then the bond length will increase like this. Okay, so here the size of atoms are more and the bond length is more. But if size of atom is small, okay, the bond length is also small. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Now, if you will see here, alpha and beta, you will find beta is greater than alpha.
Right.
Okay, so here what we can write? Here we can write that and therefore the bond angle is more if size of atom is less. What is the reason? Reason is if they will be close enough to each other. Just imagine they're close enough to each other. Okay, then what will happen? The electrons will be come nearer to each other, and there will be repulsion, so that they want to go far apart. Okay, so that is the reason. If size of the atom is what the bond angle is more, if size of atom is less, reason is to avoid repulsion. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
So here are the two cases I have kept. Here what we have assumed, we have not assumed anything. So here are the two factors. Okay, if bond length are constant, then alpha beta, and if bond length varies along with the size. Okay, here what happens? Now here bond length and bond sorry bond what bond sorry atomic size both varies. Sorry, 9. What is varying here? Assuming bond length same. Here bond length varies. Okay,
Hmm.
here bond length varies. Okay, then let us come. Lone pairs may sometimes be transferred from a filled shell to another unfilled shell of another bond atom, causing less repulsion. Acha. How shall I explain you this? Lone pair may sometimes be transferred from a filled shell of one atom to the unfilled shell of another atom, causing less repulsion. I haven't taught you this yet. Okay, we'll keep this point. We'll come back to this point. Okay, let me write it down and store it.
Okay.
G. Multiple bond repel other orbitals more strongly than single bonds. Very simple thing. Okay, it is just like this only. It says multiple bond. You also leave a space in your copy like this. Okay,
Okay.
multiple bond repel what? Repel other orbitals more strongly than single bond atoms. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
Will you explain me? Give it a try. Try it out.
So it says multiple bond repel others more strongly than single bond orbitals.
Hmm.
So I'll visualize the diagram and I'll see what I achieve at the end of it.
Try. Because bonding is all about how you think. Okay. How you think that matters. Yes, what you thought?
No, I'm still visualizing the diagram. I'm just making it.
Have you made something in your copy?
Yeah. I'm just turning up the pages and checking the previous diagram because
Okay.
they can be associated as well.
Array no, see, simple. Okay. Let me help you with
Is it
double
associated
bond.
with the space that they take? Because
Space they take. Be more specific.
because like if it's more spacious, if the diagram is bigger, then the repulsion will vary, right? Because in
Hmm.
multiple bond, it would be really the maximum, rather in the more ones, it would be more. Matlab, what do I say? I can't even show the diagram.
Okay, let me draw it. Very simple. See, for example, if I have carbon-carbon single bond,
Right.
okay, here, if I will draw actually how it is present, now here is a carbon, it is having a lobe like this, and here is another carbon, it is having another lobe like this. Okay,
Right.
that is your carbon-carbon single bond. Now rest three hydrogens or whatever they are present. I'm not bothered about that. Okay. Now, if carbon-carbon double bond are present, how they will look like? Now, lobes will be like
There'll
this.
be, yeah, pi and
So this lobe will form your pi bond, and this lobe will form your sigma bond. Here only sigma. Okay. Then let me
yeah.
come to triple bond. Carbon-carbon triple bond. The lobes will be like this. See. Okay, I just need to copy it out. Just put it here, and what I will do is I will erase this part. Okay, so it will be like now this green part is forming your which bond? Sigma bond. This blue part is forming pi bond.
Yep.
Okay, and this white part, which is in your z axis. Okay,
Hmm.
can you see it? It is present like this, the white part.
Yeah.
This is your white part, this is your blue part, and this is your x part. Okay, it is just like this. You visualize, if you want to visualize, you can visualize it like this. This is x, this is y, and this is your z. Okay,
Hmm.
and they are forming another sigma bond, that white part. Sorry, pi bond.
Pi.
Okay,
Yeah.
in triple bond. So finally, what you mainly saw here? Hmm? Tell what you saw. Lobes are increasing. That is
One.
what first thing
Yeah.
you must have observed.
Yeah.
Here only one lobe was interacting, means two lobes. Here, how many
Hmm.
lobes? One, two, three, four, five, six lobes were interacting. And here the
Yes.
one, two, three, four, five, 10 lobes. So what
Yeah.
are
Almost
basically
10.
lobes? So you can say here from this that as the number of lobes are increasing. What are these lobes basically? Lobes are what? Clouds of electron.
Right.
So that means electron is increasing in a space. If electron is increasing, that means more repulsion.
Right.
If more repulsion, then what? We need more distance from each other.
Yeah. So
from
bonds
each.
with greater lobes, or as in the like the bonds with more lobes, which
Yes,
are forming multiple bonds, more than one, are the most spacious because they are the
yes,
most distant.
exactly. And another way we can tell this, that is you can relate it with the hybridization, isn't it? Carbon
Yeah.
carbon single was your sp3 hybridized, double bond was your sp hybridized sp2, and triple bond was your sp hybridized. Here the bond angle was 180-degree. Here it
Hmm.
was how much? 120-degree. And here it was 109.5-degree. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can see here
So the
as
repulsion is and the distance are the two main things.
yes, if more repulsion will be there, then their angle will increase so that the repulsion will be minimized, isn't it?
Right.
That is the only very simple thing. Okay. Okay. And then what we have, the G part is over. Then comes to, I think it's over completely. Yeah. Then comes to bond enthalpy. Very beautiful. Mm, part 3 or part 4? Part 3. That's a human being, maybe. Okay. Bond enthalpy. What was bond enthalpy? Tell me.
It was basically the capacity to break 1 mole of electron from the atom, I guess.
Very simple. You can tell me, sir, that 1 mole of a bond is present. The amount of energy required to break those bonds. That is the bond enthalpy. Over.
Hmm.
Okay. It is the amount.
Since the like make and break is there, we need the terms like the IgG?
IgG.
Yeah, the isolated gaseous ground state.
Yes.
Do
Yes. Those are obviously there. Means those will make
like
the
in
answer
their
more beautiful.
presence.
Okay.
Hmm.
It will be like, yes, the student knows more specific. Okay. See, there are many ways of answering. Bond enthalpy, you will tell energy required to break a bond. Okay. That is a
Right.
very vague answer. Then a little more specific is energy required to make or break the atom. Okay. That is then come to more specific amount of energy required to make or break 1 mole of that atom. Okay.
Right.
Then you can say the amount of energy required to make or break 1 mole of that atom in isolated gaseous state. Okay, IgG.
Right.
Wow, very interesting. Yeah, I haven't thought of this acronym. IgG. Wow,
You taught me.
I taught you.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
you taught me GIG or something. I don't know.
Acha. Gig. Yes, gig I have taught you somewhere. I remember.
Yeah. IgG,
Okay.
maybe I made it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's nice. Innovation is always required. The amount of energy required to make or break 1 mole of atom or molecule,
Hmm.
okay, in IgG, isolated gaseous, isolated gaseous.
Ground state.
Acha, IgGs, ground state. Okay, is it over?
Yeah.
Okay, then what is present in bond enthalpy? Hmm. Hydrogen, it is 438 435.8 kilojoule per mole. Yeah, Yes, bond enthalpy is no enthalpy. You must know about delta unit. It is kilojoule per mole. Okay, units are joule per mole. Okay, we write it like this J, and we write as mole inverse. Okay, mole to the power -1. What does that mean? That means 1 by mole. Okay,
Hmm.
so J joule per mole, or we write kilojoule per mole. Okay, and what is important is enthalpy. Yes, I taught you about this also. That was delta H. Okay, if we take delta H is greater than 0 and another part is delta H is less than 0. So I taught you always that think this 0 as a human being. Okay, boy or a girl, anything you want. I always think it as a egg. You think it as a 0 now. Okay, now okay, you think it as a body. Okay, think it as a human body like this. Okay,
Okay.
and what is happening is, let me draw a nice figure. This is not nice, but still it's manageable, I guess.
Hmm.
Sally will tell sir, what are you drawing, sir? I know more better drawing than
No, it's good enough.
you. No, leave. Actually, I'll tell you some other day. Okay. So this, if something you think this arrow, this as an arrow. Okay. Something
Yeah.
is coming towards that body. Okay. And from here, you think something is going away from the body. Okay. So what that thing is going away from the body, okay, what is that called? That is called your heat. And what is coming toward your body, that is called your heat. Okay, if heat is coming towards the body, means you are supplying heat to a body. Okay, in that case your delta H is greater than 0. That means positive. Okay, and when heat is going away from that body, okay, away from that body, can you imagine?
Yeah.
And here heat is coming towards that body.
This
Here,
is
so
that
delta,
endo-exo thing, right?
yes, it is away from the body, then it is negative. So you can tell it as a exothermic, and this you can tell as your
But
endothermic.
is
Okay,
it just entering the body or it's being absorbed entirely? Or in
yeah,
case of
if someone is coming to your body, then you are absorbing it, na heat you are giving to that body.
yeah,
That body must be
yeah,
accepting that
right.
heat. Okay, so that is a
Right.
cool thing that I used to may remember. Then what else is present? Let us see. Yo, you tell me what is average bond enthalpy now?
Average bond enthalpy where we added both of them and we divided by 2. And yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, the value we got was basically the average bond enthalpy.
So here HOH bond enthalpy value is more than H and O. This is interesting. I think it should be less. No. First, it is more because it doesn't want to leave you. And second, it is late because it has already left and given you those electrons. Now you don't need electrons. Okay, this is now interesting. See, let us understand this part here. Very nice example to understand. So here you can see first what is happening now from water. Okay, which is just like this, O, H, and another H. Okay.
Right.
And in second case, what was happening? Now, O is breaking away from the H. O, and second is your H. Okay.
Hmm.
So in this case, you will just see that first, in the first case, the bond enthalpy is more than the second, isn't it?
Right.
It is 502 and this is 427. So you can ask me, sir, why is it here to also that O is breaking from H, isn't it?
Hmm.
Here is also O is breaking from H. So if the bond both the atoms are same, then why in two cases bond enthalpy is different? That is a good question. It may come in your brain. Okay, so let me answer it for
Yeah.
you. Okay. So see what is happening in this case first. Here oxygen is a more electronegative element. Okay. So what does it want? It want that none of my surrounding atoms will go away from me. More electronegative means they are holding everyone together. Okay. Just like I'm holding this pillow. I'm telling you will not go away from me. So I am oxygen now. Okay. So now what is happening is after this hydrogen is going away, we are providing some energy, heat. Okay. So we are have to provide little more amount of heat here. Okay. So this
Yeah.
hydrogen is breaking away. Now it is going away. Now what happens? And after this hydrogen go away, this hydrogen has taken his electron. Okay, so it has not taken actually. Has it? Hydrogen in
No.
gaseous state is there, no? Hmm. Uh, okay. So hydrogen has taken its electron. Okay. Now oxygen has its electron left with him.
Hmm.
So now it has complete 8 electrons. Now what happens? Now it is telling, now second time we have to provide less energy. Why is that? Because now if you provide energy, it is telling if hydrogen goes away, now oxygen will get its octet complete. Okay. Will it? I guess no. Hmm. You think and tell?
But why will it have to like already?
Think. Give something your answer. That may be wrong, may be right. It doesn't matter.
What was the question? Just repeat it.
I'm just want to know that why in the second case we have to provide less energy, but in first case more energy.
Okay.
Actually, this is also called your atomization energy. Yeah, I was just searching that term only. Here, individual in the second step, what is happening? Now, each of the this molecule is breaking into its atoms, isn't it? O
Right.
plus H. So this energy is called atomization energy. Atomization energy. Okay. So this is that energy that is given to a bond, means to a molecule to get converted into its atom parts. Okay.
Hmm.
And it is less than the bond enthalpy. Okay. So here you see, here first we, so now we have to find the average bond enthalpy, that how much averagely we have to provide the energy. Now average, so you know, first plus second by 2. So that is your average bond energy. Okay.
Right.
Then comes your bond order. Okay, let me write it down. So you know that if A, B, C, we are getting as AB plus C, then we are breaking AB as A plus B plus C. Okay. So first it took the energy was your X, second the energy was Y, kilojoule per mole. This is also kilojoule per mole. Then your average
Okay. So which one is the
equals
case
to
of
X plus Y by 2.
OH and
Oh, that case, example, we can take your water. In that case,
okay.
first what we broke water into OH plus H. Then we brought OH into O plus H. Okay, so here the energy was around 502 kilojoule per mole, and here the energy was how much? 427. And finally, your average was 502 plus 427 by 2, and that comes around how much? 464.5. Okay,
Okay.
464.5 kilojoule per mole. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll come to your bond order. What is bond order? You tell me.
The number of bonds between two atoms.
Very simple. Number of bonds between two atoms. Okay. Okay. If can it be a fractional value?
Fractional value depending on its average, or yeah, bond
No, I'm
order.
just asking, can a bond order be a fraction?
No,
Yes or no?
not really. No.
No, yes, it can be. In case of
But
benzene, what
how?
we saw?
Okay, in this case, it's the
And
resonance
here,
bond, right? Not the number of bonds.
yes, that's the thing. I will come to that. Here we finally calculated bond order between A and B. Here also A and B. In this case, the first case bond order was 2. In this case, 1. So your average bond order was how much? 2 plus 1 by 2. That was your 3 by 2. Isn't it a fraction?
Right, it is.
Okay, so that's your answer is yes. It can be fractional. Okay. And what was the actual structure of benzene? This is the actual. These two are called your canonical structures. Okay. These are some fancy names. So you can say them pseudo structures. You can say duplicate structures. Okay. So these are your canonical structures. Okay. In chemistry, you use the term canonical for duplicate or pseudo. Okay. Like in biology, you have read no pseudopodia, like
Right.
this, just like the false feet, just like that. Okay. Some examples you can note it down. Are you noting in your copy?
Yeah, side by side I'm doing as I'm getting like just
Okay.
to
If
patch up some concepts I'm missing. I'll write later.
okay, I'm the writing
It's like
notes for
I'm
your
yeah,
2 minus. Okay.
I'm just writing how much I can, and the rest I'll write later on.
F2 O22 minus. Okay, O22 minus. You can write it as like this, or you can write. Okay, here are the bond orders are how much? 1. And in case of
Sir,
N2,
are
you
you
can write.
recommending any books for this syllabus, or is it just that the things you shared and we can just patch up with that much? So, is that enough, or any books are required?
Actually, for as you're in class 10th, what I am sharing that is actually more than enough. Okay, you must be feeling that. Okay, all this may not be there in your class 10th. Is it?
Yeah, obviously it's not.
So these are actually more than enough, because I feel that in this time that students must be more creative. Okay, their attitude must be more creative. You must do some other things in your free time rather than focusing more on studies and studies and studies. Okay, so this is actually best time,
Yeah.
pandemic. So yeah, but if you are not like that, some students are also there. They want, no sir, I will study. I will be the topper of my class. I will secure rank 1. Okay. those type of students are there, and I don't like those students. Okay, that is a reason. Because always when you top in something, you your focus gets on one thing only. Okay, you don't get a all-rounder attitude for yourself. Okay,
Yeah, the
so
exposure
yeah,
gets limited.
exactly. So yeah, if you are in top 10 of your class, I will believe you are the best student. It doesn't matter with it is same if a student is in rank 1 or rank 10, it is same for me. Okay, because I will feel that a student who is a rank 10, he has got that rank because he was doing some other stuff that the rank 1 may not be doing. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, if you want to suggest, then I have some books for yeah, I'll send you the photos of this book on your WhatsApp. Okay,
Okay.
I do have now. One is your RC Mukherjee for physical chemistry, then GRB books for your organic chemistry. Then for inorganic, we have inorganic. The NCRT is more than enough. Okay.
Hmm.
As I always tell, if you want to study more, first study the NCRT of class 11 and then class 12. Okay.
Yeah.
After you complete NCRT for 10 times, if you have time left, then go for these books for what I told you. Okay. Because even if in JEE mains, till JEE mains, I'm actually telling that NCRT is more than enough. And at your stage of class 10th, you must first build this base. After that, you can make a building. So for making a base, you need to first complete the NCRT. That is a Bible of chemistry. Okay. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The resonance I have already taught you. I think I have all notes are also there. Let me check. So molarity and molality. Okay. Remember this molality.
Yeah.
What was that?
I remembered the name. Let me recall the
Nice,
concept.
nice. Okay, okay. Tell. Recall and tell. What I've done here. I've missed.
I think that was related to what I remember is the formula. Rest all is gone.
Okay, formula you done.
Yeah, the formula, right? The like for the molarity, no, sorry, molarity, it was the total mass divided by the kgs of solvent, and for molarity, it was, I don't know,
Sure.
it was what was it? I remember we derived all the values by the thing mass of solution equals to mass of solvent plus solute.
Correct.
That was there, and there was also the formula of density, right? You told about.
Mhm.
And on the basis of this, we determine the solute and the solvent in H2O solution. No, sugar in salt solution, or the sugar in water
Sure.
solution. That's all what I remember. Rest I forgot.
Okay, and what are the types of water?
Types of water. You told me that someday.
Yes.
When?
Are you going through my notes? 14th April, 4 p.m.
No, sorry. OneNote is not open now. I do refer, then I forget.
I will be
Oh, this.
strict now. I will give
Okay,
punishment.
this. Okay, I knew this. So once I even told you about this.
Yes. I told now what I am going through, that is more than enough. Okay. If you complete
Yes.
this, after then you go, actually, I believe no more is required, but it is just like, uh, you will go through a hill or you will go through a highway inside a hill. I am that highway insider hill because I have done all these books and I'm teaching the cream part to you. Okay, but if you will come and explore books by yourself, it will take more time, isn't it?
Right.
Because I too to have gone all these books, no, that I am teaching,
Yeah,
able to teach.
because that's right. People may have the capability, but not the source. I do have both, so it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, now let's come to resonance, or we shall do it in next class. You tell me.
Up to you. I'm okay with anything.
Let's write the definition of resonance because we have done this already. So let us just, okay, so resonance I've already written somewhere here. Okay, so what is resonance? Tell me.
The reoccurrence, basically, the repetition. And then-
So let us see what it is written in book. Let me just see. Now, when a molecule cannot be completely represented by a single Lewis structure, but its characteristic property can be described by two or more different structure with similar energy position of nuclei, bonding and non-bonding pairs of electron, then the true structure is said to be the resonance hybrid of these three structures. Okay. This phenomena is called resonance, and different contributing structures are called resonating structures or canonical structures. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, that is not called resonance. The definition is not given in book. Still, it is given what is resonance. Sorry, it is given what happens in resonance. Okay, means why resonance. But what is resonance? It is not answered yet. Wait, resonance stabilizes the molecule. Okay, resonance. Okay, it is not written. Let me find a good definition for that. Wait.
It's more of practical. There's no straightforward definition.
No, resonance is, yeah, there are various kind of, I must also teach you this, no? Yes, yes. Good. So see, first let us define what is resonance effect. Okay. Let us, then we will come to this book part. So first let us learn all the three questions I always tell you, no, ask your teacher every time that why
Yeah.
we should study this,
Yeah.
how shall we study this, how else, and what is this. Okay, so let us answer these questions first because then the interest will come. So first, why resonance? Okay, that answer is written in your book. That page I have just, this page, this is the question why we need resonance.
Hmm.
But what is resonance? Let us see that. So see, the resonance effect describes the polarity produced in molecules. So see what happens. um I'm not finding a good definition. I don't know, will it be suitable for you? Yeah, let me just try it. So see what happens is, let me just write it down. The resonance effect describes the polarity. Don't worry of all these terms. I will be explaining each and every term. Okay.
Okay.
Produced in a molecule by the interaction between a lone pair and a pi bond, or the interaction of two pi bonds in adjacent atoms. Okay, so let us understand this. It is telling that now the resonance effect describes the polarity produced. What is a polarity? That was delta positive and delta negative, same thing. Okay, that is called
Yeah.
a polarity. Delta positive and delta negative produced in a molecule. So if in a molecule like A and B, one is getting delta positive and delta negative, by the interaction of what happens now, lone pair and a pi bond or two pi bonds in a adjacent atoms. Okay, let us see what does it mean. So let us first see pi bond and lone pair. Okay, so in pi bond and lone pair we can see that this is a pi bond, isn't it? So we can convert it like this. So see what happens now. This pi bond will actually, you can break it and keep it on this atom. Okay, this point atom. Okay, and you can make it like this. As this will get an electron, it will get a negative sign. This will lose an electron, this will get a positive sign, and this is the neutral. Okay, are you getting it?
Okay.
Similarly, what you can do between a lone pair and a pi, simple thing you can do, reverse thing what you can do. If something is present like this, you can put this negative charge. Let us put this side here. We can put this negative charge on this bond and make it over. We can take it like this and take it like this. And here it will get a, it will give. So here it will get a negative charge. Here it will get a positive charge. And here a bond will be present. Are you getting it? How it happened?
Hmm.
Okay. We can do like this, but it is not okay. There is we can also do like this. What we can do? The other way. The other way is we can put this one back into this part. Okay. Like this. So two possibilities are there and both are correct. Okay. This is also correct. This is also correct. But the problem is, if we will take which is more stable or which can we believe that it exists in nature, we will say either one or two. The answer will be two will exist more, means more means lot more
Okay.
than one. Okay. Why is that? Because it is having a positive and negative charge, but this two is electrically neutral. Okay. So something which
Hmm.
is neutral is more stable, isn't it? But something which is having
All
a
right.
charge factor, it is unstable. So that is a thing. Okay. So that was a lone pair, and we can do pi bond also. See, pi bond and pi bond. How we will do that? Let us see now. So if atom like this is present, okay, we can directly convert it into like this. Okay, what I did, I shifted this pi bond to this side. Okay,
Hmm.
obviously here a positive charge must be present, and here the positive charge will come this side. Means how I move this, because only this positive charge was present. Okay, because here it was deficiency of electron. This pi bonds means one extra electron. Okay, so from this side, if I'm taking electron and giving it that side, so that side what happened? Positive plus negative, it became zero. So this side it is zero, but this side as I gave something, so it got a positive charge here. Is it? Do you
Hmm.
get that?
But okay, so the okay, so you're able to move just with the presence of the positive charge because
Yes, because
there's a deficiency of
deficiency.
electron.
Yes.
But how? Right?
See, means for example, this is a molecule. Okay, this is just a random molecule I took in nature, that which is existing like this with a positive charge. It was existing
Hmm.
like this only. So I want to show you resonance. So what I did was I saw this is positive and this is the neutral. So what I took this electron and put it here. So what happened? Now this went off and this went here. So this is called a transition state. Actually, it is not shown at this stage. And what happened after that? It become like this. Okay.
Hmm.
So this positive charge come to here. Okay. Same thing. You can also do reverse also. Now you can do again reverse also. You can take this one to here, and this will again go back like this. And this process will continue. So that is why it is said that both of these structures, structure 1 and structure 2, are not real structures. These are your canonical structures. Okay.
Right.
What is a real structure? Your real structure will look like this. This is called a real structure. Okay. Is it clear? So this shows that
Yeah.
electron is keeping on moving between the two atoms. It is not at one place or one leg of this figure. It is keeping on moving like this forever, forever, forever. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it a new thing for you? Is it interesting? How
Yeah.
this electron is going? Arey, wow. When I saw this first time, I thought, no, I can't study all this. This is out of my league. This is going over my head like this. When I first started this, then when I solved questions, means a lot more time after that. Oh, what? I was fearing this topic. This is the easiest topic in chemistry. Are you getting a feel like this ever?
No, I haven't ever got it.
Don't think about it. Okay. Okay, chalo, let's end our class today up to here. Then we'll study in next class. Okay.
Okay.